All right, here we are. Welcome. X marks the spot for day 4. 4 and many more to come. So let's dive right in. Today, I want to remind you that joy is always accessible. You can always choose joy. I want to remind you and tell you about one of the most revolutionary, most helpful things for me in the past recent years. Seriously, it's the most helpful thing that has happened to me that I've realized is that feelings are temporary. I'm gonna say it again. Feelings are temporary. Feelings are temporary. Maybe that seems obvious, but for me, somehow that just finally clicked, and that was huge for me, changed my life, because before that I would often just get stuck in feeling down. I didn't know why, and I would just stay stuck like that for several hours, and wasn't helpful and didn't feel good and didn't need to stay stuck like that when I had, when I didn't know why and when it wasn't helping my life, wasn't doing anything. It's not like I knew why I was sad and was, working through it. So to backtrack, why I thought about mentioning this today was because earlier today, I had a situation happen where I felt a little uneasy about it, was thinking about it and thinking, and just wasn't feeling very good about the situation. And then I was walking down the street thinking about it, and then I saw a text from my friend, and 1 second later, my mood just totally changed. I start laughing, super duper laughing, that amazing, your friend is hilarious laughing. She had told me a hilarious story. She has the best stories. And it was amazing. It was cheeks hurting. I was just laughing away, so joyous by her hilariousness. And that reminded me to share with you how we get to choose joy and how joy is always accessible to you and how feelings are temporary. How I was feeling, more I wouldn't say down, but I was in a medium, this is, a little, this is unfortunate what just happened. And then I moved to joy in half a second. And so, yes, that's why I thought of sharing that today. And to backtrack even further into my whole feelings are temporary switch, and my experience with this is that I think I was like this for a while, how I would get into funks and be down for a while. I'm pretty sure this has been something that was part of my life for, a good number of years. But the time when I remember it being a huge part of my life and it affecting me was, 4 or 5 years ago now, something like that, when I was dating my ex, and I would get into these funks and him and I would be together, and it was, it was noticeable to me because, I would be, feeling sad and want to just stay in my sad state for a few hours while I was with him. And, that wasn't so great for us. He wasn't enjoying that and didn't feel so good for him or me. And so my point is that, I would just be feeling very down and not able to get out of it. I didn't know how to get out of it. I felt so stuck. And then when I saw a therapist at that time, and that was partly what sparked me going to the therapist. It was partly at the time that I thought, maybe I need to deal more. Maybe I haven't dealt fully with having lost my dad to colon cancer when I was 7. That was my original reason for going, but then it ended up that we didn't end up really talking about that at all. That's just not what I needed at the time, or where our sessions went. And I talked a lot about that, how often I felt, just in a rut and down. I didn't know how to get out of it. So she helped me a lot get through that. And one day the light switch just clicked. Whew, feelings are temporary. And it was huge. It was amazing for me. It was breakthrough, incredible. And it just changed my life, because now, when I get in that situation, I just remind myself, okay, feelings are temporary, and I can choose to distract myself. I can choose to go do something different. I can choose to just do something else and not stay in this feeling, and it is amazing. It is revolutionary. So does anyone else often get down, not know how to get out of it? So I want to remind you to think of this mantra, if you will, this affirmation you can tell yourself: feelings are temporary. has been so helpful for me, so I don't stay down like that when it's something that, I'm just feeling a little down and I don't want to stay that way, or I don't know why I'm feeling that way, is I remind myself of that and it's huge, and I just do something else and I decide to choose joy instead. So that's what I want to remind you. Also, there's so many different ways you can choose joy. You can, look up a joke, watch a funny comedy special, watch something funny on YouTube, think of a funny joke or experience. But you can always decide that you want to choose joy. It is 100% up to you. So I want you to know that. Your mental health, your joy, it's up to you to decide how you want to feel. Only you, right? Only you. So that is what I want to remind you. It was just so revolutionary for me. That's a little tidbit into my life, is that, I used to get in these weird ruts, and I still don't know why I was feeling that way, but that was the case at the time. I don't know, I'm not the best, I think, at always knowing how I'm feeling, so at the time I must have deep down been feeling something and had a reason for feeling that way, but I never was able to access it. And and so I would just feel down and not know why, and I'm so grateful that I now know that feelings are temporary, and really I'd say 99+% of the time don't stay down when that happens. So I'm so grateful. So I really hope that this tool, this strategy, helps you to remember that feelings are temporary, and to remember that you can just choose joy, distract yourself, and whatever's going to help you choose joy and move out of that feeling. If you want to choose to feel differently, then you can do that. It's up to you. Thank you so much for watching. If you feel called to share this with someone, I would be thrilled, because I really want to touch and inspire as many people as I can help. I want as many people as possible to get to realize that they can choose joy, to get to benefit from my tools. So thank you so much for sharing this. If you feel called to do so, have a terrific day, and remember, do more of what makes you happy. That is what life's about. Enjoy your life, and sending you so much health and love, healthy, loving vibes. And I'll see you tomorrow for day 5, a whole full hand of it. Okay, bye.